Howdy YouTube, and welcome to this episode of The Gunman. So today we've got another garage paint job on the go. Pretty straightforward job this one. So we're going to be painting the roof, and I'm actually going to be giving the rest of it a cut and polish and detail. So there's some flaky paint on the roof. I'll give you guys a closer look. But yeah, like it fits in here nice and well. It's actually like for a single garage. It's actually a nice size single garage. Anyway, I do have it right up against that back wall, but you know, as you can see, I've got like a nice amount of room each side. But this is what I'm here to be fixing. Like, that's the main thing. It's a bit of an eyesore, and there actually are a few other sections. So if you have a look up here, there's obviously a little bit more over there. There's a little bit on the other side too. But yeah, as you can see, like, we've got a nice bit of room on each side to get around the car. What I've decided I'm going to do, I'll just paint the whole way down to here, even if it's just clear coat down there, because I will do it in clear over base. I've got clear coat here, so I may as well use it. I'll order in some base coat colour, PPG solvent based base coat colour, and I think I'll just come down to this line here. I don't think it's really necessary to go the whole way down. We just run it in off that edge there and come up here. But I might be doing a little bit of a different format for this video here. I probably won't show you through every single stage. I might just do a bit of an update at each major stage. So let's just say when I get all the prep work done, I'll give you guys a look. Once the primer's done, I'll give you guys a look, and so on and so on. So we might go through the painting stage, and I'll show you the whole painting stage. But apart from that, I thought I'd give you guys a quick look at one thing that I've had come in. I ordered this. Actually, the guy that owns this car, he does cabinet making or like furniture polishing, and he does a little bit of that work at home. So he has like an extraction system, and he does do a bit of the furniture painting as well. And he actually got me onto these filters. So yeah, they're made here in Australia, and what were they? Activated carbon, that's right. So if you type that into their website, so Bison Filters, I think it's .com.au, but have a look on Google. I might do a link down below. APF445. If you just type that in, that will bring you up to this filter. And they've got so many filters that it actually can be hard to find the exact one that you want without actually typing that number in. So 445 by 445. That means it's obviously big enough to fit over the front of my extraction fan there. I will be using a pre-filter on that, because this is mainly for the fumes, to remove the fumes so that my neighbors don't smell any of the paint fumes. But yes, I'm going to be putting an extra particle filter over the top, which can remove the actual particles, like the physical droplets of paint. So I'm obviously going to have to rig something up there to get it up in front of the fan and to seal all the holes so that nothing else is going to get through without going through that filter. I'll muck around with that a bit later, but for now I'm going to just get into sanding that roof. Actually, the first thing I'll do is I'll get a bit of a polisher out. I'll polish up a section so that I can get a Spectro reading. So that's what I do. Like, I just get the Spectro from work, take a reading, find the best color, and then I'll just call up the paint supplier and say, hey, can you mix up this variant for me? So yeah, like, I don't take paint off my boss, I just use the Spectro. So it works well. Pay your own way, you know, that's one thing I do recommend. If you're doing any work from home and you are a spray painter, don't go and nick stuff off your boss. You feel a lot better when you've paid your own way. And if there is any like small thing that you need, like there have been a couple of times when I've needed a couple of things, I just said, hey, to my boss, is that alright if I grab a roll of masking tape, you know? But for now, you can buy masking tape by the single roll anyway, so I don't even do that. But anyway, I'm going to get stuck into it. Rightio guys, so I've got that ready to prime up now. So originally the guy said don't worry about any of the dents on the roof. So this thing's actually been hit by hail damage in the past. But look, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't paint over them, so I ended up just fixing the worst of them. There are a few that are gonna be missed. I have actually found like one over here and one over there, and there's no doubt there's gonna be a couple more. And I did actually notice there's a couple of chips. I'll quickly pick those chips up before I do get some primer on it. But yeah, this is where we're up to. So yeah, like the reason that the car was in, as I mentioned before, was all that flaking paint, but like none of this paint is really sticking that well to the primer, and that is the whole car. Like, I don't know, like if a standard car was 100% adhesion, I'd give this like 80, something like that. Like you can actually feather it out. If you use fine sandpaper, you'll see that it will actually feather out. So it's got some adhesion, but like when you get like a fingernail or the coarse sandpaper, so where I did all those repairs with the coarse sandpaper, it was just ripping up. But that's when you go down with the finer grades and it sort of feathers out. So the owner's aware that it's not perfect. He does understand that to do it properly, it would all need to come off, but that's a bit beyond his budget. So I've got the primer down on that roof and it's laid down nice and smooth. I ended up just doing the 3 coats, and you might notice that the lighting situation is pretty impressive at the moment, because on Sunday I ended up going down to the Trash and Treasure Market and I found these LED batten lights, 40 watt. They plug straight into the 240 volt, and yeah, that was awesome. So 25 bucks each I found them for. But anyway, the lighting situation is pretty impressive now. As you can see, like you get a very slight shadow, but not much because you've got a light on each side. If I ever want to, I can turn that light on as well, but for now I just left it off. But yeah, there we are. So next thing, I'm just gonna take some of this masking off. I'm gonna get this all prepped up tonight. There was 1 or 2 other little dents which I missed. There's a couple of sharp ones. There's one here, and I think I will fix that for what it's worth. It's not going to take me long with that UV filler. But yeah, that's it. So get this prepped up, and then I'll take it out tonight, clean the garage out, and maybe aim to get it painted tomorrow night. So maybe like a mask and paint tomorrow night. I was actually I was going to do this in clear over base, but then somebody on Instagram said, you know what, I'd be putting 2K on that, and I thought, you know what, that's probably a good idea. Anyway, let's get this prep done. So I decided to chop that video off right about here, but in the next video we're going to be doing the paintwork on the roof and continue on with the job, and I'm going to be getting it all polished up as well, so be sure to stick around for that one. Subscribe if you're not already. Until next time, get out there and paint some shit. Coming out. I'd like to say a big thanks to everyone for watching, and if you'd like to support the channel further, you're more than welcome to go over and check out some of the merchandise we've got. My personal favourite is those spray suits, so they're a good quality Colad branded spray suit with a Gunman logo on it. There's also hats, drink coolers, hoodies and t-shirts, so be sure to go over and check out the link in the description if you are interested.